Gary Gerald has Antron Brown.
Boy, just one step away from that first victory of the season that you have been chasing with such great determination. What's the confidence level here, Ant?
Confidence is good right now. The whole team's just working incredible right now, Gary. And it's strong right now, and we're like Army strong, but our Macro guys are supporting us a lot. And I mean, that was a tough round against Dougie. It was a close race, and that's what Top Fuel's all about right now. It's tough and tight racing, but we got all the good stuff. We got that Valvoline in there and all that slick stuff. And Toyota, we're just going to march on and just give it all we got, because it's going to be a heck of a final round. And me and Dixon, we got a heck of a race there in Chicago, and it's going to be a heck of a final. So our hats off to that team, but we're going to give it everything we got.
And once again, we enjoyed getting down with Grandma Brown.
I know she kicked me to the curb like she always does.
Well, it's time for a Copart Fix-It Pit Report, and Dave Reef is watching the track.
Yeah, and how you fix the racetrack? Clouds. It's as simple as that. They've gotten to be a lot thicker, so much so that the sun does not pour through them and warm up this racetrack. It's come back down to 114 degrees now. That's a reversal of about 8 to 10 degrees, depending on where you measure. And consequently, that rubber that was once spongy, is starting to now firm up. And you can see from the Top Fuel pairs that we saw to the first funny car pair Mike done, this racetrack is coming around, and these guys are able to definitely race these cars a lot harder.
Well, and that's the key. The fact that, I mean, like Dave said, the track temperature is not a whole lot cooler than it was. It's about 10 degrees. But the fact that that rubber's not spongy, because remember, it's a controlled spin on these big Goodyear tires. They have to have that grip. They have to have something to push off against. And if it's spongy, obviously they don't have anything to push to accelerate the race car, and it gets very tough to get down the racetrack. But right now, the track conditions are perfect. We've seen 3 pair of fuel cars go down the track side by side, pretty much identical elapsed time. No advantage there. Now it's just a heads-up drag race. Cut the light and get the win.
Great little run. Yeah. This time it's Bob Tasca, 4:15, 302 mile an hour win light to a losing 4:18, 299 for Hagan. And Bob Tasca is now heading into the first time a final round at his home track.
Well, that was just a great old drag race right there. Matt Hagan had 300ths of a second advantage over Bob Tasca. Bob Tasca had to run him down on the other end. The big difference in the middle of the racetrack, Bob Tasca's run 261 miles per hour to Matt Hagan's 256 miles per hour, and just by 0.003 of a second, look at Bob Tasca just barely beat out the die-hard Charger of Matt Hagan. Great race.
And a little reaction at the start line. Yeah. Let's send you to Gary Gerald now.
Gonna be a hoedown.
Dell just hollering across the Tasca, going to be a hoedown. Tell us about it. Now, he's got lane choice.
Yeah, but, you know, again, first off, the Al-Nabi team, they're just doing a great job today. The entire team has just put a car underneath me now. It's not smoking the tires. It's making good runs. It's getting faster when it needs to get faster. And, you know, it's going to be a hoedown because most of that team used to be my Checker, Shucks, Craig, and Blue team over there. I know them all very well, and they worked for me forever. And I love those guys. It's going to be a great race. I like Bob Tasca. But for Sheikh Khalid Al-Thani, everybody with Al-Nabi Racing, we're ready for the final.
All right, 4:18 versus a 4:15.
Well, there is the final pairing. Lane choice goes to Bob Tasca when he comes to face Del Worsham, and it may be a day for Al-Nabi.